Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Or welcome to this evening's stream, I should say. Welcome back to the Real Hatfield Town. Let me transition. In fact, let me get the stream music started first. And we'll unmute that, and then we'll transition over. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 as the Real Hatfield Town. I might sound a little bit out of breath. Apologies for that. I've literally sprinted upstairs. I was watching the Stevenage game, which, believe it or not, let me just check my phone. Yep, we are still playing. 1 minute to 5 on a Saturday afternoon / evening, and we are still playing football. Mainly because Stevenage have this amazing habit of being the last team to finish in the Football League every week. It's incredible how we do it, and yet we still continue to do it. I'm just going to have a look at upping. But am I going to look at upping the bitrate? No, I don't think I am. Because according to this, I'm well within the limit. For some reason, OBS is, or YouTube rather, is telling me that the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. But I think we're okay. I think we are okay. I'm just going to get my analytics up as well. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm talking into the microphone, I hope. But yeah, welcome to the M4J. Wow, welcome to the Real Hatfield Town. I am all over the place today. I knew this would happen. I scheduled this for 5 PM thinking I would have plenty of time to actually finish up and get upstairs. And then we had injuries and there was 3 minutes added in the first half, and then we were like 5 or 6 minutes out late out in the second half. But we are here now. We're going to be playing Dover Athletic. Oh, it is 0-0 full time. Lovely. So all 3 of my teams have drawn this weekend. Perfect. Hopefully that's not going to be the case here. We're playing Dover Athletic in a pre-season friendly at Birchwood Leisure Centre, which of course is our home ground. This one means quite a lot for lots of different reasons. For example, Dover are a well-established non-league team. They've sort of dropped in and out of the National League and the National League South for the last few years. I think currently they're in the National League. I want to say, in fact, why am I guessing? Why don't I just check? Where are we at? Schedule. Dover. Yeah, they're in the National League at the moment. Got some good players. Very good players. TJ Bramble. I don't imagine that's any relation to Titus Bramble, but you never know. But yeah, Adi Aziz, good player. Akeem Rose, good player. Ek Petita, he's a player I've signed in the past. Very, very good player. Was it he that played for Orient, or is it his brother who played for Orient? It is his brother. Oh, he started at Stevenage. Yes, he did. That is right. I do remember that now. Anyway, we're going to be playing Dover in a pre-season friendly. We've had some issues of our own in terms of injuries and stuff. Something that is part of the realism mods that I've been adding to the game. In fact, our left back, first choice left back, is currently out injured. Zach Argent is out with a partially torn gracilis. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's torn, whatever it is. Here's the squad. We have got 2 players out injured, as I said. Zach Argent is out, as I've also just said, and Carter Hudson Doncaster is currently out with a twisted knee, out for 3 to 8 days, so could in fact be ready for the Dover game. We will see. Besides that, everyone else is pretty much fit and fighting. Gonzalez Velasco was also injured a few weeks ago, in-game weeks ago. He's now back. I can't remember what his injury was, but he was out for like 6 weeks, I want to say. Has it been 6 weeks? I don't think it has been 6 weeks. He actually came back early from his injury, though, because it did say like 8 to 12 weeks at one point, and he's back now, so clearly early. Stevenage in League One, like that'll ever happen. Hey, it did happen once upon a time. It did happen. But yeah, what else? Oh, I'm going to start the recording. Actually, no, I'll start the recording at kickoff if I remember. I'll see if I can remember to do that. Because basically, the match is going to be turned into highlights. My brother has kindly offered to edit videos for me. Match videos down into highlights. And then those will be going up on the channel. Probably on Tuesdays. I don't 100% know yet. I think it depends on which day of the weekend I actually play the match on. Basically, there's no pressure. So I'm going to keep monitoring the chat as we go through. I'm also going to be managing the team as we go through as well. I beat Barnet, look, 3-2. Moriarty scored, Newman scored, Evans scored. I think one of them was a really well taken header as well, which was nice. And seeing the scouting reports there, this is a dilemma that I've been having, because we are starting to pick up injuries, and at some point I'm going to talk to John about, are there any more players who wish to be added to the game. I'm not going to go as far as adding the entirety of the under-23 squad or anything like that. If there's anyone from the under-23s who steps up to the first during the competition tournament matches that are taking place shortly in the next month or so, I think they start out, then I'll add those in. But I believe there's been some signings made in the last couple of weeks of players who may want to join. And also, as I said, any under-23s or anyone like that who wishes to be added into the game, there is provision to do so. But the thing that I'm really torn about is, do I make signings in these first few seasons? And right now I'm leaning towards no. I'm thinking that the last thing I want is for a real life person to be put out because I've added them to the game and then immediately they get replaced by someone else. So there's that. But injury cover is a thing. As I said, our first choice left back, who is really our only left back, is currently out injured. So there's that, which is a massive issue. But there's a few other things here and there. Oh, yep, John has just messaged me. There are some more to add. That might fix the problem then. So, as I said, I'm leaning more towards not signing anyone for the first season or two even. So I'm going to scout people, and I'm going to start creating like a short list of players who I would like to add. But I'm not actively looking to actually sign anyone. There are also some news. Why can't I talk today? There's also some news at boardroom level. In the Tuesday video, I mentioned about how I oopsied when I was creating the board. And wrong thing, somewhere. Here we go. So I've added some new coaches in terms of, we have a new head of youth development, Nick Shepherd, and we also have a new coach, Ian Cox, and we have a performance analyst, Josh Faulkner. These three guys, I believe, are real-life people, but I could use the editor to kick them out and replace them if there's any other staff members that need adding. But the board was, or the chairman role was vacant when I started the game, which was not supposed to be the case. It was meant to be John. He was meant to be chairman and goalkeeping coach. For some reason, the game didn't take to that. So we have a new chairman. I think his name's Mark Smith, but he's only chairman by name, basically. As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't exist. He's not the chairman. Our goalkeeping coach is the chairman. But there was also this weird thing in that when the new announcement was made, because the previous chairman, so like the game recognized John as the chairman, but not recognized him as the chairman, if that makes sense. So when the takeover happened, he actually stepped down and left the club completely. So I had to use the editor to bring him back in as goalkeeping coach. But we also have, this random guy now who's chairman, who, as far as I'm concerned, just doesn't exist. And, in the interest of transparency, in case people did notice the fact that there was someone else as chairman, that's the reason. That's what happened. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about that. We're pretty much going to go into the game. I am going to talk about stuff during the match, of course. But this is a full 90-minute game. I've got the highlights on full, got replays on, things like that. Hopefully we'll have game volume. I did change my sound settings beforehand. So again, hopefully those settings took. In terms of the lineup, I've kind of nailed down my lineup now. I'm pretty happy with the majority. Oh god, I keep whacking my microphone. I'm pretty happy with the majority of the starting lineup here. Gonzalez Velasco is going to be my first choice right winger. He's not currently selected because he's still recovering from his injury. So he says here he's passed his fitness test, but he's recommended for a maximum of 45 minutes of action. Sadler is currently not in the best condition, so I might swap Tuttle in for him. Something else that I did off camera, by the way, is I created some match plans, or I created a match plan, but we're not going to be using that today. I've deliberately turned it off. I'll double check in a second that it is definitely turned off. It should have been turned off, but yeah, we're going to do things. We're going to, what's the word? We're going to eyeball it. That's the one. We're going to eyeball it. I'm going to manage the team myself, which I'm quite nervous about actually, because I did do it in the early episode, but right now the team's been playing quite well, and I don't really want to screw it up. But yeah, the lineup is here. So we got Extents in goal. Then we got a back four of Baker, who's normally first choice striker, but he can also play left back. So he's filling in at the moment for the injured Argent. So Baker, Tuttle, Evans are two. And then we got Harding and Hammond in the midfield. And then an advanced midfield of Studholme, Newman, Rahman Lewis, and then we got Darren Thompson up front. Bench is pretty much everyone else because we have a 12-man bench. We only have 10 players fit for the bench right now, so that's how we're working that. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the lineup. So I'm going to check quickly that we are definitely on 0 match plan. Yep, good stuff. Righto. Dover, let's do it. So yeah, Dover, as I said, they're a non-league giant, really. They're a well-established non-league team. They've been in the National League and the National League South for pretty much as long as I can remember. There's also a significance playing Dover in that that's where my girlfriend's from. So I'm going to try and beat them, but not too much, if that makes sense. I don't want to upset anyone. But yeah, here we go. Submit the team. So this is one of the screens that is new to the game this year. And this is one of the screens that I dread the most because it suddenly tells me that no one can actually play my tactics. So 14 players lack tactical familiarity with the formation. We are getting there. It is improving. Baker's unhappy about being played out of position, but we don't really have a choice right now. I am hoping there's another left back somewhere in the Hatfield squad that's waiting to be added to the game. 4 players who lack tactical familiarity with the mentality. That can also change. Tactical approaches to attacking. I suppose that's true. Oh, we're on the Planet Coaster soundtrack now. Bit loud. Team instructions get stuck in suit this bravery for 4 players, which is awesome. 3 here that like the much higher pressing intensity. And then Hammond on his own likes the tackle harder mentality. I mean, that tells you all you need to know, really, doesn't it? Nothing about Dover, so let's go to the match. This is the format that I'm going to use for weekend streams now. It won't be quite as waffly at the start because I realise I've been going for 12 minutes now. I am going to start the recording at this point. There we go. Right. Team talk. So, concentrate on building up your fitness and performance. That's what I'm looking for tonight. So, it's actually an evening game. There was me thinking it was a Saturday afternoon. But I think is it Tuesday night we're playing? Something like that. And here we go. Players wandering out on the pitch. And kickoff. So I'm hearing the game volume. Hopefully you guys are as well. Let me know if that's too loud. I'll turn it down if it is too loud. I'm just going to make sure this is on full match. Camera's on sideline. I'm trying to zoom the camera in. I think this is pretty much as close as I can get the camera to zoom in. It's kind of annoying. In terms of everything else, pretty happy there. I've decided to keep the screen clear of stats and everything, partially because I can't work out how to do it in FM21, but also I just want to keep the screen a bit clean, a bit cleaner, a bit more easy to read, that kind of thing. Hopefully it's easy to read. Let me know about the UI as well. I've tried to increase the size of the UI for those on smaller screens. Right now, like, I can't zoom in. Oh, Thompson just wide. I can't zoom in any further or anything like that, so I don't know whether you guys can see it on your smaller screen sizes. If you can't, then I'll have to go back to the drawing board. If you can, then that's great. Can't see the clock. Oh, is it covered by the... Yeah, it's covered by the music, isn't it? Let me see what I can do about that. I suppose... Okay, hang on. I can fix this. Can I... No, that's still blocking it. I'm just going to move the music bar down a bit. It keeps snapping to things, which is really annoying. I don't want to put it there. Yeah, I didn't actually think about this. That's a very good point. Thank you, Tom, for mentioning that, actually. That's a very good point. I'm going to just stick it there for now. There you go. Let me know if that... I mean, that should be better. It's a bit weird now because it's just floating in midair, but hey-ho. Righty-ho. Rahman Lewis then, attacking down the wing. Tries to cross it in. That's a bit too easy for their goalkeeper. Bit too easy. In terms of the mentality right now, everyone's happy except for Evans, who's looking a bit miffed right now. Not quite sure why. Yeah, I might look to see if there's... Well, I might just try and make new music bars for streaming. I mean, it's kind of cool there. It kind of works. I'll try and, like, snap it to just below the score bar, because I can't move the score bar because that's fixed in with the skin. Alright, series of throw-ins here now. How does the game look on stream, by the way? Because it looks really fuzzy for me, but I'm playing with reduced resolution. So I'm playing in 1440 on a 4K monitor. And then I think I'm streaming at 1080. So you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know. Right. Free kick from their goalkeeper. Good header there from Rahman Lewis to Thompson. Plays it back to Hammond. Baker free in the left-back slot. Just passing it around right now. No hurry to do anything extravagant. Hammond again on the ball. A little fuzzy, but not a huge problem. Okay, it's not too bad. It is the sacrifice. I know that a lot of people these days do watch these matches on smaller screens. Or they watch these videos, I should say, on smaller screens. So it's about trying to make it visible to everyone, really. It's one of the things I've been focusing a lot more on this year is resolution. Ha! You could call it my New Year's resolution. Oh dear. That was not where I was going with that originally, but there we go. Ball over the top from Hammond. Bit harmless, that one. Not really troubling anybody. So yeah, all three of my teams this weekend drew. Newcastle played last night, 1-1 draw against Villa. And then Chelsea played this afternoon and drew 0-0 against Leeds. And then Stevenage just drew 0-0 against Southend. So literally one goal amongst my three teams and 3 points between my three teams. And I say my three teams, I'm not a 100% Chelsea fan. My mum's a Chelsea fan, so, you know, for a quiet life, I'm also partially a Chelsea fan. But Newcastle and Stevenage are my main teams, and Hatfield Town, of course. And again, Mersin with the kick forward. Baker brings that down beautifully there. Finds Studholme out on the left-hand side. He's got a little run in him here. He's got three players around him. Passes it back to Hammond. Sprays it forward. Bit aimless. That's one thing I've noticed with some of my midfield attacks is the passes forward are a little bit sort of hit and hope. That's something I'm going to address in training. Just work on things a little bit. The tactics as well could change slightly. We're playing this G-Gen press right now, but I don't know if it... I mean, you saw in the pre-match build-up, it doesn't really suit the style of play that the players have. So I might tweak some things there as well, just to make it a bit more manageable. Like when you're playing friendlies, you might beat Barnet 3-2 and things like that. But when you get into competitive matches, your tactical frailties get exposed immediately. Right, Hammond with the long ball forward. Newman with the pullback. He's offside. Yeah, that's something else I've noticed. We get caught offside a fair amount too. 8 minutes on the clock. Long ball forward. Evans heads it away. Evans is an absolute beast in the air. I don't think I've seen him lose a header. It's been amazing to watch. Sadler and Tuttle as well. We got three very, very good centre-backs. I'm going to have a massive headache during the season as to who to select. I'm almost wishing injuries at that point just to make the selection process a little bit easier. And I'm not talking about broken legs, by the way. I mean, like, you know, slightly sprained ankles or strained ankles, that kind of thing. Just so that I only really have two centre-backs available at a time. Plus, I mean, we've still got, is it 3 centre-backs on the bench as well. So there's lots and lots and lots of defensive reinforcement. We just don't have any full-backs, which is kind of a pain. Harding with the ball out wide to Studholme. Pulls it into Thompson. Oh, that was a good ball as well. Thompson with the take. I think he was looking for Newman. Newman didn't realise. Who's this on the throw? Tuttle on the throw into Studholme. Back to Tuttle. Good cross in. Thompson's header straight down the keeper's throat. That was unlucky as well. We're starting to find our feet now. This is a great cross from Tuttle. I was not expecting him to whip it in with his left foot like that. Thompson just couldn't quite get up above his man enough to aim for the corners there. Rose now running in behind. Asumuga? Is that how you say his name? Asumuga? Oh god, I'm going to pronounce so many names wrong this year as well. That's going to be embarrassing. Here we go, and Passley with the throw. Easy for Hammond. Perhaps he could have controlled that, but he's headed it clear. Olopade with the ball forward. That's a good ball. Great defending from Tuttle there to beat Rose to it. Great play. I feel pretty confident in the defence this year. The attack is something, if I do break my rule about signing players, attack might be one area where I look to strengthen. But again, I'll wait to see who needs to be added first. I already have some ideas as to the kind of players I'd like to bring in. Andy Bartram is one of them, who's a free agent at the moment. He used to play for Portsmouth, AFC Wimbledon, teams like that. He's 33, I think, in the game. But what a signing he would be, even if it's just to mentor the youngsters. What a signing he would be. But I don't want to talk about that too much. I know I keep bringing it up, but I don't want to talk about it too much. Because I want to give the players who we've got a chance. That's the whole point of this series. It's the real Hatfield Town. So the players we've got, by the way, are very, very good. As I said, it's about injury reinforcement. Only having one left back and one right back. You might have noticed actually in the tactics screen, I started retraining Freddie Newman as a right back, which he can play, but I had him primarily as a centre back. He is now retrained as a right back. So he's covering in that position. And I think Ruiz is, Diego Ruiz is the player I was looking to train as a left back. But I'll have a look at the stats of all the other centre backs again. I might even have a look at the stats of Rahman Lewis, because he can play right wing back. Some of these players have got good adaptability, so it's about seeing who's got good defensive stats and then who can also play on the left-hand side and sort of working back from that. We will see. We will see. I had a guy who I brought in on trial just to cover for one game, but I mean, Baker can play left-back as well. It's not his best position and he's not really happy about being played there, but if it means we don't have a weakness on that left-hand side, then so be it. Oh, is that offside? I think that's been... Yeah, that's been allowed. Akeem Rose there with the goal. Slight keeper error from Extents. Ball on the right-hand side here with Jack Munns. Played it to Haviland, back to Munns. Went for goal. And the keeper had it and dropped it at the feet of Rose. And he's tapped in the follow-up. Again, is that really loud or is that just in my ears? I don't know how loud that is. Do let me know. Can you hear me over the game? Or is it too loud or too quiet, whatever it might be? Do let me know. Rahman Lewis with the ball over the top then to Newman. Newman's cross headed away by de Haviland. Alright, Tom can hear me. That's alright then. Oh, I just want to check a setting on Twitch quickly. Can you hear me over the game? Awesome, thank you. I just want to check some settings. Good, I didn't lose the audio there. Oh, cool. I am recording 2 audio tracks. Okay, so I think there's an audio track that's just my voice, which if I'm going to do highlights videos would be preferential. But then I don't have the game audio on that track. That's an interesting point. I might have to record 3 audio tracks from now on, just to cut out the music. Either that or there's just no game audio in the highlights. And I'll just do... Oh, I don't know. The first one's always the worst one. That's what you got to remember. The next highlight video is going to be an absolute masterpiece in how to create content for YouTube. I guarantee it. Alright, Hammond on the ball. Plays it to Newman. Intercepted there. That's a good ball over the top. Rose running onto it. He's lost his man. Rose with the shot. Good save. Extents. Corner given. I am going to switch the camera back to director, because sideline just wasn't working. I want it to pretty much be on the touchline, but you can't get the camera that low. So we're just going to have it in director mode from now on. Great run here from Rose, but good strong goalkeeping. Awesome stuff. Corner comes in then. Thompson has the freedom of Hatfield to clear this, although he's put himself under a bit of pressure there. Does find Evans, though, in the defensive area. Back to Thompson, who appears to be playing right back at the moment for some reason. He knocks it forward. It's headed away from Rahman Lewis by Ekpetita. And that's Evina on the ball. Evina. I don't know how you pronounce these names, guys. Anyone from Dover? Let me know how you pronounce... Oops, did not mean to do that. I was meant to just, like, ignore it, basically. Newman with the ball. That's not a bad pass, but behind Studholme. He wasn't getting onto that. Players are happy at the moment. I'm just going to check that we're definitely not... Yeah, we're definitely not using a match plan right now. Condition-wise, Tuttle, Rahman Lewis and Newman... And Studholme, actually, are all starting to look a little bit jaded. So we're going to factor that in. We're 16 minutes in, nearly 17 minutes in. In terms of chances, let's get the stats up quickly. You might not be able to read this, but I can. So shots, we've had 3-2 on target. They've had 4-3 on target. Our expected goals is currently 0.56. Theirs is 0.74. Possession-wise, we are on top, 62%. So, it's just the goal, really, that separates us. And it was just an unfortunate mistake. You do expect those at this level. You know, I'm not knocking the goalkeeper at all. He's made up for it with some of the saves he's made since then, that's for sure. And I'm sure we'll bounce back. Ball over the top. Hammond will cut that one out. Plays it back to Evans. He lofts it forward. Headed away from Thompson. Hammond again on the ball. Around the corner nicely there to Studholme. I would like to see him get down the line a bit more and put some crosses in. I might look at changing his instructions. Oh, he might do it now, in fact. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I thought the keeper tipped that over then, but no, that was a shot that went over the bar. Interesting. Very interesting. Tuttle there missing the header, but Baker does pick it up. Not literally, of course. Extents now on the ball. Goes long down the right. Rahman Lewis loses out in the air. A 2 brings it down, though. It's got Evans in the defensive area, who then lofts it forward himself. That's a nice pass to Thompson. No options, though, so I had to go back to Hammond. That's something else I might look at doing, actually, is getting Newman a little bit higher up the pitch. Headed away there from Studholme. That's a foul by Baker. Bit cynical, that one. Basically just stopping the counter-attack there. Is that Will de Havilland? It's a de Havilland. Quite fitting, a de Havilland playing in Hatfield. Rigg back to Olopade. Baker is going to get this one. He's got a lot of space and time right now. He goes long again, though, towards Thompson, who finds Studholme with the header that time. We are going to have to stop these long balls. I think it's because we have it set to constant counter-attack. So they're immediately getting the ball and just hoofing it up the pitch. Which is not really what I want them to do. I will change the tactics, I think, after this game. So after this match, I think I'm going to complete the rest of pre-season on my own. And then next week will be the first league game of the season, which I believe is an away game. And then after that, there is a cup game as well. But I think I might make that a Tuesday episode match. We'll see. We'll see. Rose again spinning his man. That's a great challenge from Hammond, though. What a tackle that was. I think he's just saved a certain goal there. That's why he's the captain. And a 2 lets that roll out for a goal kick. Again, I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong. Is it a 2? Otu? Or 2-0? I don't know. Evans with the long ball forward. I need to find these out because these are my players. I need to learn their names. Harding there dispossessed by Rigg. Good challenge from Rigg. Long ball over the top. Easy for Extents. He's got the glue on his gloves now. A Two with the long ball forward there. Thompson with the header. That was a poor header, actually. Completely bypassed our midfield. That's a nice ball to Rose, who is offside. We got away with one there. We most definitely got away with one there. Extends to Evans. Hammond now. That's a nice pass. We needed someone running onto that. Two with the ball over the top. Newman flicks it on. And again, that was... needed someone on that. Harding out wide to Studholme. He's been pretty quiet so far. What's his rating? 6.7. Well, that's not too bad. Rahman Lewis with the volley. Ooh, offside. Put it over the top anyway, but the offside flag was up. Was he offside? Was he really? There's the replay. I think we get an offside replay in a second as well. Unless that was it. I think that was it. 23 minutes gone then. Still only 1-0. I'd say we've been the better team still. Rahman Lewis now. That's a great ball around the corner. And again, Thompson just not chasing it. Where's me tactics? Come on, lads. Something's not right here. What am I looking for? This. And where's instructions? Instructions. That would be it, wouldn't it? I'm going to tell you to stay wider. You're currently an inside forward set to attack. That might be why. I'm going to switch you to inverted winger. So you're going to cross more often. Take more risks. Let's see a bit more action, shall we? Mentality. So in possession... Passing directness, we're going to make it shorter as well. Confirm changes. We need to stop pumping these long balls forward. Like that. That's to no one. That's also to no one. Cleared for a throw. Thompson nearly brought that down then. I nearly had egg on my face. But no, we're good. Baker with the throw. Goes up the line towards Newman. Just need a bit more oomph. A bit more oomph in the attack. A bit more... What's the word? A bit more... Not directness, because that's what I'm trying to stop right now. Just a bit more action. Bit initiative. That's the one. Bit more initiative. Just trying to get the ball forward a bit more. Working it into the box. That could have been a good ball. Different wavelengths there. So now we've got a 2 with the throw. Throws it inside to Rahman Lewis. Back to a 2. Evans. Studholme brings that down. Go on, get in the box. That's it. Pull it back. Corner. Okay. I'll take that. That's better. Studholme now with the corner. Whips it in. Good evening, George. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Baker with a great challenge there, and then a 2 with the cutout. Plays it forward again, though. Although, defensive mishap there. If we had someone running in behind, that could have been promising. I am going to make some more tactical tweaks at half-time, I think, because, again, we're just not finding the right pass in the final third. Newman to Thompson. Harding was running through. If he'd laid it off to him instead. Tuttle's attempted pass forward is blocked. Evans kind of taking his time. Plays it cool as you like to Baker. Tuttle, he goes long, and that's kept in play by Studholme. I'm doing alright, thank you, George. Yep, busy day today. Been watching F1 pre-season testing in the morning. Then had the Stevenage match after the Chelsea match in the afternoon. Thankfully Newcastle played yesterday, otherwise I'd be sweating buckets right now. But yeah, not too bad. Keeping busy. Been very, very busy. I spent most of this morning replying to Reddit messages as well, which is really nice. Posted on Reddit about this series last night. I got a really, really good response, which I'm very, very surprised about. So, if anyone's watching this who is watching because of the Reddit post yesterday, very, very warm welcome to you all. Thank you very much for your kind words as well. Very much appreciated. But yeah, it's been a good week so far and a good weekend too. Rig plays it back to Avina, who has a nice pass out to Munns. And Goban, Evans with the clearance. Week today I'll turn 20. Very, very nice. Happy birthday for next week. I can't guarantee next week's stream will be on a Saturday, but if it is, I'll try and remember to wish you a happy birthday. Nice cut out there by Harding. Newman now on the ball. I wish I could get the radar up on my screen. There must be a setting or something I've missed somewhere. Must be. I like to see where my players are. It helps with tactics and things. And right now I haven't the foggiest. Stud home. That's a nice bit of movement. Oh, he's gone for goal. Smashed it wide. Goal kick then. Their goalkeeper's going to be busy with goal kicks, I'm sure. I'll have a little cheeky look at the stats again. So 5 shots, 2 on target, 59% possession. Passes completed. So yeah, 78% passes completed, 25% crosses, 78% tackles won, and 55% headers won. So what that's telling me is we need to keep the ball down. We need to keep the ball a lot lower. So again, we're still kicking it long. I'm going to have a look at this again. Instructions. So, I wish they kept playing in the background. Right, work ball into box. High tempo. We're going to go much shorter passing. Overlaps, that's fine. Attacking width. I want to go wider. Transition, that's fine. Out of possession, that should also be fine. So it's literally just when we've got the ball. We're just doing the wrong things with it right now. Good challenge, Studham. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of OpenTTD at the moment as well in the background. So obviously the video that went up this week, that took 6 hours to get to a point where I could actually record. I think I said 5 in the video, but it took way longer than that. I spent pretty much all of Wednesday sat at my desk making that video. I got some good ideas for the series now. I was struggling a bit a couple of weeks ago, but I'm feeling pretty... The new additions to the series in the last month or so have given me some new ideas. But definitely the M4J Network and the Real Hatfield Town. They're the 2 series that I'm focusing on most now. I am still doing F1 videos. There's a race tomorrow, in fact. Good race tomorrow. Let's pick up my other content as well, actually, since I've just demoted it there. And I'm going to be doing Prison Architect still. And I have actually recorded some Global Ventures videos. I recorded those 2 months ago now and just haven't got around to editing them. So I will get on with those at some point. And what else? There's always a series that I forget. Oh, Siege, yeah. So I've got Siege videos coming soon as well. Siege might take a back seat again in the future though. I still play Siege. I love Siege. The new season's out soon. I will make a video on that. But views, I suppose, plus putting time into other projects. I'm really excited about this series. I think this series is going to be awesome. Got some really cool ideas. I couldn't get them all done for today, but next week's match might have some extra pre-match stuff happening. Plus the highlights videos as well. It's all good stuff. Yeah, people talk about realism with OpenTTD. The only thing that makes it not completely realistic is the graphics, but you don't need them to be hyper realism. They're representative, really. They're not supposed to be exact. Yeah, it's got a good economy. That's going to be offside. I've talked about this before. If I do get back into game development, I'm going to create a game that I've been sat on for a couple of years now that's got a whole economy built underneath the surface. God knows how complicated that will be to implement, but you never know. Right, come on, Stags. Where are we at? What are we doing? Extents with the goal kick here. Plays it short to Evans. Don't just hoof it long. Pass it. You've got a 2 out wide. There you go. And he hoofs it instead. Although Thompson might win that. He does win a free kick. Fair play there to win the free kick. I think Thompson's just being marked out of the game at the moment. That's one of the issues. I might switch to the 4-4-2 at half-time. 2 with the ball over the top to Newman. Good takedown. Crosses it in. Oh, Studholme was waiting for it at the far post, and he might have another chance here. Passley heads it back into his own box there. That was very risky. Thumped out for a throw-in. 10 minutes to go then in the first half. In terms of player condition, Evans, Ramin Lewis, and Studholme looking like they might be the subs I make at half-time, priority at least. That's an interesting ball there from Hammond. Might have trickled in the bottom right corner there, you never know. And yeah, I might switch to a midfield 4. Baker there with the foul. Actually, I could switch to the back 3. So that has 2 strikers in it as well, doesn't it? One thing I'm looking forward to, George, is having an M4J Network poster up on my wall. That'd be cool. I used to have lots of railway books. I think they're in storage at the moment. I've got more football books in my room at the moment. My girlfriend got me a history of Newcastle. It's one of these on this day type books. So you look up the day and it'll tell you what happened for certain years to Newcastle on that day. So my birthday, I think one thing happened, which isn't particularly exciting. I think my brother's birthday, like 2 things happened. My dad's birthday, 3 things happened. Things like that. I like reading. I don't like on this day type history in general because it can be quite, bland. But when it comes to things like that, like when it's quite niche, it's very interesting just to read about the things that have happened on famous days, or even on non-famous days, on specific days as well. I've also got quite a lot of theme park books as well. I had one that I got for my birthday, I think, like 6 years ago that I still haven't read. And I really should sit down and read that at some point. It's like a behind-the-scenes thing. And you all know how much I love behind-the-scenes type content. Big fan of that. Great header, Tuttle. Studholme now. Knocks it back to Baker. We're definitely cutting out the long balls a lot more now. Hammond across to Harding. Great first-time pass there to Studholme. That's a brilliant crossfield ball as well. Ramin Lewis goes for the cross, deflects behind for a corner. We're doing a lot better now. Doing a lot better. Growing, getting into the game more. Thompson with the corner. Oh, I think we had the set piece strategy with no one in the 6-yard box. And that's where he puts it. Yeah, I was hoping when I set these set pieces up that the player wouldn't just kick it into an area where no one was standing, but apparently they do. That's a game issue rather than a player issue, I would say though, because you say mixed passes, and I guess the RNG just decided it was going 6-yard box on that one. Thompson to Newman, Studholme now. Good passage of play here, Hammond. First time ball out wide. Ramin Lewis was already running for it. That's awesome. And he's offside. Okay. Still good. Still good play. Just got to work on the offside trap a little bit. Go for it, George. It's an interesting project. I will try and get those scripts in the game. The reason I'm not too... I want to do it, but I also don't want to do it because it sounds like it's a little too much hassle right now. If there's anyone else who's got them working, I might just send them my save file and ask them to put the script in for me. And then send the file back and I'll run it from that. Because I love the idea of that peaks and troughs. That's exactly what I've been missing. I've been tinkering with cargo generation rates and I've not found something that I'm particularly happy with for the morning and evening peak. So that would be a massive boost. Especially now that Guard City is becoming a commuter's paradise. it would be cool to replicate that with actual passenger flow as well. Cross in from the right-hand side. Good block from Baker there. Stand him up. Alright, corner. Not too bad. For a player who's playing out of position, that is not too bad at all. Cross comes in, headed away from Hammond. Throw into Dover. Avina now with that throw. Evans with the header away. Newman chasing it down. Is he going to get there? He is. Thompson not really running in space. Newman plays for the foul and gets it. Foul by Goban there. Bit disappointed with Thompson's movement there. I was expecting him to run into the channel and receive the ball, but he went a bit too central and took the defender. I suppose he took the defenders with him, so maybe Newman was going to run the channel. Rahman Lewis with the cross in, cleared away. The AI in this game supposedly makes 4 decisions every second about where to play the ball, where to run, things like that. And that includes goalkeepers. So you can kind of see that reflected. This is a really nice bit of play. I think Rahman Lewis might have strayed offside there. Harding back to a 2. Who has been booked. When did that happen? I missed that. A 2 to Rahman Lewis. Back to a 2. Just a little bit more movement needed. Just a little bit more movement. Harding now. I think there was a foul there, but the ref's given the throw. A 2 with the throw finds Rahman Lewis. Newman in towards Thompson. Bit too strong that pass. Cleared away. 1 minute of injury time added in at the end of this first half. We're going to have a look at the statistical analysis at half-time as well. Because I feel like we can actually win this game if we get the tactics right. So I'm going to look a lot more at that. I want to look at the average player position as well. Because I feel like we're just sitting too deep at times. Harding gets the ball here. Finds Tuttle. To Hammond. Great first time ball there to Studholme. Just couldn't keep it in. He's definitely running on fumes at the moment. All 3 of the attacking midfielders are actually. So yeah, I think I'm going to switch to the 4-4-2, guys. I think we need a little bit of help for Thompson up front. Thompson might even end up having to play left wing. I think I might bring Ruiz on to play left back and move Baker into the striker position. Because Baker's been on fire in pre-season. He's had really, really good games. Okay, so player statistics. So yeah, tackling. We're doing well in the tackling department. Passing. Our worst passer is Newman. 60%. That's interesting. 20 attempted, 60% completed. That's very interesting. Worst aerial is Hammond. Oh no, sorry. Thompson, 25%. So yeah, he's getting just muscled out of the game, basically. Outmarked, outplayed. But then he's pretty isolated, so you would expect that. In terms of shots, 50% of Thompson's shots have been on target, and 33% of Studholme's have been on target. So the analytical data, this is the bit I find interesting. So average positions, we're not doing too bad, actually. The wingers are a little too far inside, but considering we were telling them to play quite narrow, I think that's what's happened here, so I'll have to look at that. Newman's only on a 6.4, but again, I think he's been a bit isolated. Tuttle is having a good game, as you'd expect. He always has a good game. Him, Evans, and Sadler all have good games. They're very, very good players. So, I'm going under the dressing room. I'm going to give them some encouragement, really. We've been the better team here. I'm going to do outstretched arms. Oh, wait, no. Pump fists. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, we've got some anxious, uninterested, composed. Yeah, schools and unis back now. I heard some stories about some schools, though, where students went back on the Monday, and then like the Tuesday someone tests positive, and then they all get sent home again, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, do I go for the midfield 4 here, or do I go for the back 5? No, I'm going to go with the midfield 4. Thompson, I'm going to move out onto the left-hand side, I think. Actually, no. No, I'm not. I'm going to move Thompson up front. I'm going to move Rahman Lewis onto the left. And I'm going to bring off Studholme, and I'm going to bring on Gonzalez Velasco. I'm also going to bring on... who else have we got? Okay, I'm going to move Baker up front instead of Newman. And then Newman's going to come off, and I'm going to bring Ruiz on, I think, to play left back. And then I'm going to bring Sadler on for Tuttle. I think everyone else is just going to remain as is. So you are going to be... I think pressing forward is your thing, but set to attack. You're going to remain as a target man, but you've got a friend now, so you shouldn't be too bad. You're going to be a inverted winger still, set to attack. Got the winger for Velasco. I'm happy with this. And then for the... So this is direct counter-attack, but I'm actually going to twiddle with this a little bit as well. So we're going to, first of all, set these up, because, dearie me. Play out of defence, sure. Work ball into the box. Pass into space. Attacking width. I want to go really wide. Passing directness is going to be shorter. Tempo is going to be just as high as before. Run at defence, sure. Be more expressive. And then in transition... Counter press, counter attack. I'm going to distribute to the flanks this time, and we're going to take short kicks, I think. Try and get the ball moving a little bit faster. And then we'll go with a higher line of engagement. We'll go with a lower defensive line. I'm fine with that. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution, high pressing intensity. We'll get stuck in. We won't go with the offside trap, and we'll force the opposition out wide. That all sounds good to me. Alrighty. Second half, here we go. All the subs have now been made. Ironically, my uni isn't classified as a uni, but rather an extension of the college. Oh, really? That is interesting. I was actually... One of the guys who replied to me on Reddit last night went to the same uni as me, so it's kind of cool. People who were born and raised in Hatfield as well, talking about how cool it is to see Hatfield Town on Reddit. That's kind of the goal of this whole thing, really, is to raise the profile of Hatfield. Not just Hatfield, but non-league teams in general. But mainly Hatfield, because I'm biased. There's some very, very well-run non-league teams out there that just don't get the recognition they deserve. Hatfield are a community club as well. They do a lot of work in the community. And I've already waxed lyrical about the youth system and how awesome I think that is. Rose running in behind here. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not sure the keeper was prepared for that. Not sure the keeper was prepared for that at all. Yeah, those long balls over the top are still catching us out, even with the lower defensive line. That is still catching us out. Interesting. Alright, extends with the goal kick. Plays it out wide to Ruiz. He hoofs it long, but Thompson heads it down. Rahman Lewis now. Crossing opportunity maybe? No, pulls it back to Hammond. Rahman Lewis made a good run there, but wasn't picked out. Baker, he does look for the run, except there was no run this time. Rather unfortunate there. Throw in from Ruiz. Rahman Lewis brings it down. Should have crossed it again. Sadler commanding the defence as always. Finds Ruiz. Hammond now. To Harding. Great ball over the top. Ruiz running in behind beautifully well there. But he did just go a fraction too early. He looked onside to me there actually. I'm not sure about that, if that was offside or not. You can't trust referees these days. Olapade there with the ball. Immediately put under pressure by Thompson. De Havilland launches it long. Rig heads it to Rose. That's a nice ball out wide to Pasley. Cross blocked by Ruiz and goes out for a throw-in. If I was to make my own patch of Open TTD, what would I do? I'd add the shunting patch. Do you mean patch pack or patch in general? So I've got different answers depending. Extent bowls it out here to Thompson. That's a really nice throw. Oh, just couldn't bring it under control. Pasley with a long ball forward. Sadler again. He just doesn't lose headers. Oh, God. Hammond putting him in trouble there, though. Rig out to Ratton. Avina now. Being held up by a 2. That's a foul. I'm going to sub off a 2. Mainly because he's on a yellow. I'm going to bring Newman on to play right back. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Change. I'm going to move Evans to right back, and I'm going to bring off a 2, and I'm going to bring on Darcy Hollis. Pressure's off tonight. Go. That literally made no difference, that team talk. I might as well have told him, you know, the sky's going to fall down. He just, no reaction. So if I was to make my own patch, it would be one that changes passenger payment rates depending on what stock you use. So if you use older stock, so like if you're in 2020 and you use stock from the 50s, passengers will pay less. But if you use first class carriages, they'll pay more. That kind of thing. And patch pack, it'll basically be the JGR patch, but with the shunting patch installed. And the one that I've just said I would make. And what else? I think the shunting one is the only other one that I would really want, because then freight logistics would be so much easier for me. Might be a pain to set up initially, but to actually run it would be a lot easier. Free kick to us there. What happened? Offside. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to make... where are we at? Oh, we're not even at the hour yet. So at the hour, I'm going to make a couple more changes. So Harding, Hammond, Rahman Lewis, and Evans are probably in line to come off next. Baker and Thompson might end up playing the full 90. Again, we're quite short in the striker department. Baker to Evans then. Be interesting to see how well he does at right back. Hang on a sec, I need to mute my microphone while I cough. And we're back. Yeah, I never thought to do that the other day when I was streaming. I just kept coughing into my microphone. Why not mute the microphone? There's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Baker with the little flick on there, by the way. Thompson just couldn't get onto it before the keeper came out. I don't know if our attacking willpower has actually changed much with this tactical change. I feel like Thompson has a mate up top now, but we might be struggling in midfield a bit more. What do I... Can I put like a... Is there an action zones? There isn't, is there? There actually isn't. Huh. Interesting. So, possession-wise, still 58% now for our 6 shots, 3 on target. They've had 9 and 5. Our expected goals is pretty low. Theirs is pretty high. So, Extents is certainly made up for his error. We've matched their formation now. That may or may not help us. There is the match plan that I can always switch back to. And some live games I might do that. I might switch to the pre-prepared tactics. I won't do it from the start of the games, but I might do it during the game. Like a here's something I made earlier kind of thing. I literally have one match plan at the moment for the 4-2-3-1 formation. I do need to go ahead and make the rest. The game's gone a bit stale in the midfield now. Kind of, we're matching each other a bit too well. Pasley with the throw. Asamuga with the attempted cross. Actually got blocked twice there and goes out for a goal kick. I truly thought that was going to be a corner then. Extents with the kick. Plays it short to Hollis. Out wide to Evans. Harding now. Finds Gonzalez Velasco. He's not really done much since he came on. It's a nice pass there to Hammond though. Finds Thompson. Back to Hammond. Bit misplaced there from Thompson, but it did find its target. Baker now to Hammond. Harding again. Tries to go around the corner, but that was easily cut out. Rose now on the counter. Good challenge Sadler, but there's no one in the right back position, and Watton runs in. Crosses it well. Ruiz with the clearance. Dover making some subs, so I might start looking here. Actually, we are coming up to the 60, so let's see. I think I'm going to bring Newman on now for Evans. Who else have we got then? I'm going to bring Murray on for Extents. Give him a run out. Hudson Doncaster, I'm going to bring him on for Rahman Lewis. He's still carrying a knock, so we're going to have to be careful with him. But mainly it's to get Rahman Lewis some rest. Hammond's going to swap for Christie. Moriarty is going to swap for, I'm going to say Thompson. You're going to play as an attacking forward, and then Koick on for Harding. So Baker is playing the full 90. Couple are demotivated, couple are composed. The gestures aren't having as big an impact as I would have hoped. Gonzalez Velasco with the throw to Baker. Gonzalez Velasco making a really good run there. Baker couldn't pick him out. It's another throw in. Coming up to the hour mark now then. We can still get back into this. I'm pretty sure we can still win this. Baker with a pullback to Koick. That wasn't a good pass. That's going to be our throw in though. Right on the halfway line. Just realised I can see myself. Look. Here's my little manager. My little managing avatar. Lovely. Christie to Hudson Doncaster. Back to Ruiz. Good ball. Moriarty just not on the same wavelength there. Again, it's good passes over the top, but not quite being reciprocated by the runner. It's not the end of the world. Not by any stretch. It's stuff that you can work on tactics-wise. Plus, you know, Dover play at a much higher level than us. They're used to this kind of tactical style. Other teams in our league might not be used to this, so I'm still not worried about the league by any stretch. If we have a really bad start, then I'll start worrying. But right now, I'm pretty confident that we've got what it takes still. No sweat there. Alright, Ratton, tackled by Newman. Solid as a rock there. No worries whatsoever. Avina now with the throw to Rig. Olapade passing it forward there to Ratton. Back to Olapade. That's a nice pass out wide, but I think, yeah, Avina was offside. And I think their manager was so angry about that he's just subbed him off. I'm sure those two things are totally related. I'm going to give them a shout. I didn't really give them a shout in the first half, but let's demand more from the entire team. Newman with the ball inside to Christie. Back to Hollis. Nice ball there to Newman. We're moving it around nicely. Just need to get forward a little bit more. Christie here with the ball now. There's a runner on the left-hand side. Gonzalez Velasco instead. Evades the challenge and is then fouled. I think he'd actually gotten away from his man there. It might have been worth letting that one play on. Not everyone's happy with that shout. Header from Sadler over the bar. Been watching a lot of Will Ennie and Ben Phillips. Does Will Ennie still do FIFA videos? I know he used to. I mainly know him from EXO, so I don't really watch him as an individual. I should do though, fellow Newcastle fan. And I have no idea who Ben Phillips is. Oh, Tom says not really. Alright, Christie on the ball. Dinks one over the top. Baker running onto it. Bit too strong. That was one of the problems with Stevenage earlier as well. We kept playing these long balls over the top that were just out of reach of the runner. So frustrating to watch. I'm getting frustrated watching us do it here as well. Like, just take a little bit off it. Hit it at 80%. Something like that. Genovese there to... Oh, sorry, Cumberbatch there to Rig. Oh, potential challenge there from Baker. I think he backed out of it. Sadler with the hoof forward. Was Baker fouled there, or was he the fouler? Used to do a series called This Week on the... Oh, I have seen some episodes of This Week on the internet. I saw the one he did with Stephen Tries. I'm a big fan of Stephen Tries. I think he's a very funny guy. Christie again on the ball. Back to Hollis. Out wide to Newman. So I'm really tempted to switch to the back five formation. Move Newman into centre-back alongside Hollis and Sadler. And then have Gonzalez Velasco as a wing-back. Don't know how well that would work. Oh, notification. I can't read that text, but whoever that was, thank you very much. Oh, is that the tour that they... Is that the show that they toured? Ah. Oh, I don't like prank content creators. No. I watched a video on Reddit. I watch a lot of like That's Karma type things. And there was one of a guy who was trying to do a prank on the street and he got his face punched in. And I don't think violence is ever the answer. But at the same time, there's a little part of me that smiles somewhat when a pranker gets their just cause. I don't like pranks. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. I do like pranks, but in a like controlled environment. The Gaming Armadillo, that was the follow just now. And GX Rider raided me earlier as well. I missed that. Why was I not notified of that? But thank you both for the raid and the follow. It's very, very much appreciated. And in checking that, I've lost the chat. There we go. Right, how are we doing? 66 minutes gone. Pasley on the ball. Crosses it in. Ruiz with the clearance. I have got a decision to make regarding tactics. Mentality here, I'm going to switch you to attacking because I want them to be a bit more proactive. That's alright, Tom, not your fault. For some reason, I didn't hear the notification in my ear. Maybe it was right when I started the stream. No, it wasn't. It was 43 minutes ago, so it was like 20 minutes into the stream. I don't know why I didn't hear the notification. Is the event box too big, too small on the screen? Let me know. I keep checking everything. Eventually I'll get to a point where I'm happy with everything. I did have to change the size of some things today though, because I'm streaming in 4K. Well, I've got my base canvas as 4K and I'm like scaling it down to 1080. In future I might just scale it down to 1440 though. But yeah, I had to resize all my things because of that. I've got so many different screen resolution setups on OBS now, it's ridiculous. All for different games. Like F1 I record at 1080, OpenTTD I now record at 1440, and then things like this, it's a bit of everything. Some games I'd like to be able to record at 4K in the future, but we'll see. Seems to be okay. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, overall I'm happy with the setup. You know, everything's pretty much where I'd like it to be, which is all good. But, every now and then I just have to make a minor tweak, and then I get really paranoid that I've messed something up. Hudson Doncaster, just couldn't quite get onto that there. Yeah, we got no more subs that we can make now. We've pretty much made all of our... well, we have made all of our subs off the bench. So it's purely tactics now that are going to get us back into this game. I need to see... Is there an analysis window? No. But I can see what they're doing. Okay. That's... Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I didn't want that. Opposition. I'm going to ask the assistant what to do here. Confirm that. Because that might help some. But yeah, I need to work out... Things like... I need, like, focus of attack or something like that. Why is that not available to me? There must be a window that I'm missing somewhere. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Subs, yeah, that's not it either. I don't know. It's the short answer. I do not know, and that's not what I wanted either. No, wait, I think that is what I wanted. See, what I want is this to be here and bigger so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to switch to this formation. And I'm going to put Baker... where is everyone? So, Murray in goal. Hollis and then Hudson Doncaster. You're going to come up here and play as the AP, I think. Yeah. And then... No, Harding's gone off. Who else have I got? Gonzalez Velasco is going to play right wing back. Newman's going to swap with Moriarty, who's going to play up front. Baker's going to play in this role here, even though he can't really... Actually, no, I'm going to swap these two round. Baker's going to play up front. Moriarty's going to play behind. Then we got Christie and Kerrick. That way round I'm fine with. And then Ruiz as a left wing back. Might as well. Yeah, I need more wide players. For sure I need more wide players. Hudson Doncaster then. Oh, God, that's not where you misplace a pass. No, 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 no. Good challenge from Ruiz. I know it was a foul, but he broke up the play. And that's the main thing there. So we switch now. I'm going to encourage them. Instructions. I'm pretty happy with everything. Actually, am I? Oh, yeah, of course. Everything's changed. Let's do underlaps, actually. Focus play through the middle. I'm going to pass into space still. We'll go with wide. I'm going to do low crosses. Hit them early. Dribble less. Be more expressive still. Passing directness is going to be... We'll do shorter, but tempo is going to be pretty high still. No time wasting. In transition. Counter, counter press. Distribute quickly. We'll distribute to the flanks. Short kicks, that's fine. And then out of possession, I want a much higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line. We're going to use the offside trap now. Defensive width, we're going to show them down the outside. We're going to get stuck in. And just everything, basically. We're going to throw the kitchen sink at them. Alrighty, Encourage has gone out. They all seem pretty happy with that, actually. That's gone well. Moriarty with the header there. Who's that chasing it? Was that Baker? I swear you used to be able to click on players and it would show their name. Oh, it does still work. Right, that's Christie. I'm trying to learn what players look like from above as well. Not as easy as you think. That's the, like, only two of the players I've met before. Sadler and Studholme. I went to school with them both. But even then, I've not seen them for, like... God, when did I leave school? 2010. So, 11 years ago. That was the last time I saw them both. And I've not met any of the other players, which I will do in the future, of course. Once lockdown's over. But yeah, trying to just learn what everyone looks like in the game even, never mind in real life. It's a bit of a challenge. Alright. Come on, lads. Final push. 15.5 minutes to go. They've changed their goalkeeper as well. Josh Beckson now in goal. I was hoping they would do that. Asamuga with the attempted cross there. Great challenge, whoever that was. Who's on the left side? Is that Hollis? I think that was Hollis. with the block. Passley now with the throw. Christie with the header. That was a good header. Bedford now with the ball. That's just going to harmlessly go behind. Alright. Come on, Murray. Plays it short to Hollis. Oh, I think Sadler's on the left-hand side. I'm reading it as left to right, but it's actually right to left. Alright, Bedford to Cumberbatch. First time ball over the top. That's Ruiz's all day long. Plays it across to Murray. That's risky, actually. I don't like them doing that. Oh, Baker. Great flick on. Unfortunately, I think he should have been the one chasing that. Someone else should have flicked it on there. Asamuga with the ball now. Plays it back to Bedford. Ball over the top. That should go behind as well. And does. Hudson Doncaster is absolutely knackered, by the way. Not ideal. I keep moving my cursor around as well. Sadler now on the ball. Anything else I can do with the tactics? Could go more direct, but that was what I was trying to avoid doing, because we just keep giving the ball away. Ruiz now. He does well considering he's out of position. Hudson Doncaster. That was a good run from Ruiz. Perhaps should have looked for him. Rooney with the clearance. Their keeper should have got that. Don't know why he didn't. He must have called for it. Ruiz throws it to Hudson Doncaster. Back to Ruiz. That's a great ball. Baker with the layoff. Moriarty with the shot. Oh, no. Just wide. That was great build-up play. Yeah, we need Baker up front again. I need a new left-back. I need a left-back. Please, John, tell me you have another left-back for me. Sadler heads it to Christie. Christie to Hudson Doncaster. Good first time ball out wide to Ruiz. Ruiz back to Christie. Sadler now. Ball over the top. Baker running in behind. And again, it's just too far in front of him. Long ball from Bexon. Foul by Sadler. Is that or Ruiz? I think that was Sadler. De Havilland with the free kick. Plays it short to... is it Parsley? Passley? I keep saying it differently each time. Ratton now in behind. Gonzalez Velasco lets the cross come in and it's 2-0. Akeem Rose with the header. Yeah, that cross should never have got past the first man, but it did. Good ball from De Havilland. Good ball from De Havilland. But here it's where it should have been cut out. 3 defenders in the middle. None of them picked up the run of Rose. He's just nodded that down into the bottom right corner. Come on, lads. Heads up. I'll do Encourage again. Encourage seems to get a good response. Let's get a goal at least. Even if we lose 2-1, let's get a goal. Ruiz on the ball. Crosses it in. Baker is about a day and a half offside there. Hollis with the long ball forward now. Well cut out by Genovese. Yeah, Dover are sort of toying with us a little bit now. Bedford back out wide. Assistant wants me to work the ball into the box. Was that Johnson who recommended that, or was that Jones? I'm starting to learn everyone's names. I am starting to learn everyone's names. It's not like I added them to the game or anything. Hollis, long ball over the top, and again, way too far in front of Baker. Baker's also knackered now. Hudson Doncaster is effectively just crawling around on his hands and knees at this point. Hopefully he gets back to full fitness soon. We are going to need every single player in the squad this season. Good goalkeeping there, just see it behind. This is Birchwood, by the way, the stadium. It looks nothing like the real Birchwood because the real Birchwood is a field. In fact, if you look at the thumbnail for this series, that is Birchwood. That is the ground that Hatfield play at on Google Maps. There are no stands. I think at one point there were plans to build a stand, but it didn't happen. It might still happen. I think 2020 it was announced. So obviously the pandemic might have put a stop on it. It'd be cool if one day a ground was built at Birchwood. Even if it's just one stand. It'd be nice to actually have something, you know, covered seating, that kind of thing. But yeah, these 4 stands that you see here, they don't exist. The burger van, actually the burger van might exist. I'm not going to write that one off. But the housing estate in the background technically exists, but it's a lot further away. And there is no block of flats. That doesn't exist. This isn't Leyton Orient. We don't have a block of flats in every corner. Baker offside. Anything else I can tweak? Just to try and eke a little bit more out of the players. We'll go with much higher. We'll go with more direct now. I think we've messed around for long enough. We'll go with overlaps. We'll focus down the flanks again. We'll go wide. Work ball into box. That is what we were doing. Play for set pieces. Might as well. And we'll do whipped crosses now. We don't really get the ball out in wide positions to cross it in anyway. We need to get further forward. The performance in this game, I think it's more the players being a bit jaded rather than, you know, ability, the difference in ability. Because we played well against Barnet. I think we were 3-1 up at one point and they got one back. We played really well against Barnet. As I said, I'm still optimistic for the season. I've got no worries about the league. Oh, Baker's in trouble. Yellow card. Where are we now? 83 minutes, so not long left now. I can't see there being much injury time. Rooney plays it short to De Havilland. He goes long over the top, and that's just going to go out for another goal kick. Seems to be a thing in the match engine of just long balls over the top that don't really achieve anything. I've noticed that a lot. Murray plays it short to Newman then. He goes long. Baker does win the header that time. Finds Hudson Doncaster. Back to Baker. Ruiz out wide. That's a nice ball looking for him. Well found. Ruiz forced back to Sadler though. Hudson Doncaster to Christie. Ruiz again in good space if we can find him. Sadler, ball over the top. Baker running in behind, but I think he was offside and the keeper got there first anyway. STM, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. I remember you from last time. Christie now. Now there's something. First time pass back to Ruiz there would have been perfect, and he turned away from it. I don't think that's a tactics thing. I think that's a player thing. Like it's to do with vision and it's to do with teamwork and things like that. Oops. Let's go with very attacking, and I'll try and... oh, I'm still stuck on the last shout still. I might try and... If I got another shout left in me, I'll try and fire them up just for the end of the game. Wood with the throw. Finds Rose, who's then fouled by Ruiz. Who's taking this free kick then? Wood with the free kick. Whips it into the box. That's a good ball actually. Sadler with a great header away. Gregory now. Sprays it out wide to De Havilland. Inside to Ratton. De Havilland was offside. I thought he might have been. Got away with one there. Their long passes are a lot more effective than ours. Murray with the long ball. De Havilland with the header away. Aziz now to Ratton. He chucks it long. Sadler brings it down. Plays it back to Murray, who goes long. Hudson Doncaster. Yeah, he's not... I can't imagine he's able to get off the ground much at the moment. Is there a percentage attached to this, or is it literally just a heart? I think it's just a heart. So yeah, John's telling me about Zach. Zach's injured at the moment, which is why he's not in the team. As soon as he gets back, believe me, that left back slot is his. He was playing very, very well there before he got injured. I need to look up what his injury is, because I've never heard of that part of the body before. And it's the mod that I've added. It introduces new injuries that aren't in the game already. So there's parts of the body that you've probably never even heard of that a player's going to injure. I don't think COVID is in the game. I hope it isn't, personally. But you never know. I suppose it's more realistic if it is, but I don't really want to be reminded of it all the time. But we'll see. Ball over the top to Baker. Christie, back to Baker. Moriarty now. Back to Sadler. So we're passing it around a lot more. I can't see us getting a goal now, maybe. We've only got a minute and a bit left. Plus injury time. It's not a humiliating defeat by any stretch. Dover are... Let me do some maths quickly. So Premier League is level 1. Championship level 2. 1 is level 3. 2 is level 4. So they're in level 5. We're 6 leagues below them. And it's only 2-0. And to be honest, I think we've still controlled the game. Possession might have tipped in their favour now. Why can't I see the stats? There they are. Possession. Oh no, we've still had the lion's share of possession. They've had way more chances than us. 12 and 8. We've had 9 and 3. So overall shots, we're not that far behind. Shots on target, we need to work on that. But there's a lot of potential here. I'm still not that disappointed. And that little run from Hudson Doncaster there as I was talking, that was well played. A shame it didn't lead to a cross. Although that's a good cross. Well cleared by the defender. That's going to be Rose who picks that one up. Sadler with the foul. I think Sadler's just gone through him there. Like, ball or man, I don't care. Something is coming down. Wood with the free kick over the top. Newman heads it away from Rose. Moriarty here with a chance to run. Again, ball over the top. Not a bad one. Keeper forced to clear it this time rather than just pick it up. Sadler again with the ball over. Baker was offside there, certainly. Aziz now with the ball on the halfway line. Back to Ratton. Genovese goes long. Newman thumps clear. Moriarty there with the foul. I think I've had an idea for my overlay for next week. I might put like a blue box around the edge of the screen. And then I'll have the music bar inside that box so it's at the top of the screen. And I'll just reduce the resolution of the game capture slightly to fit inside that box. That's not a bad idea. I think I'll do that. Alrighty. Cumberbatch now on the ball. Rooney plays it long. Kowick with the header there. Gregory now to Wood. Wood goes long. That should be keepers, but he's not coming for it. Rose gets there. Oh, it's a goal kick anyway, so no worries. 1 minute to go. Not really much I can change now with the tactics. There's plenty of food for thought now for me. I'm going to have a look at the tactics again off camera. Once this stream's finished, in fact, I'm going to have a look at the tactics because I'm going to play some matches this evening, I think. Just experiment with different things. Christie with the ball over the top. Gonzalez Velasco. That's a great first time ball to Baker in the channel here. Who was offside again, for crying out loud. That's a recurring theme right now, is players offside. Bexon, long ball forward. Headed away by Hollis. Baker lays it off to Moriarty. Back to Hollis. And that's full time. So a 2-0 defeat. Most people would be very disappointed by that. I'm partially disappointed by that, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I can't fault the players for their effort, really. It was one mistake in the first half, and then a good cross in the second, which probably should have been cut out. But again, Gonzalez Velasco is coming back from injury, so I'm not too upset. Not too upset. There's no like analysis that I can see on this screen, which is weird. Awaiting media reaction as well. That's always a heart in mouth thing, believe me. So I don't know if I can look at the analysis of the game. What is this, I suppose? So overall, 56% possession. We had 9 shots, 3 on target. They had 12 and 8. Expected goals. I mean, they pretty much matched theirs, which was good. Block shots 1-0. Woodwork 0-0. Clear cut chances. We only had 1. We had a half chance as well. 5 long shots. That's something we've got to address. Corners was pretty even. Fouls was ridiculously high. Crosses completed. Now this is where I'm a little bit worried. 15%. I hope you can read these numbers, by the way. This box should be bigger with the interface, but apparently not. Only 15% crosses completed, 59% headers won, 68% tackles won, and 79% passes completed. There's room for improvement there for sure. There is room for improvement. Shot map, no. Player statistics. Let's have a look at this then. So the best player for passing was Gonzalez Velasco, tied with Studholme. They both got 100% passes. Now, Gonzalez Velasco only attempted 5 passes and completed all of them, so that's not that big a deal. But Studholme, 18 passes attempted, 100% completion. That's pretty good. Crosses, Tuttle, 100%, and Christie, 100%. And then you've got 25% for Studholme and 50% for Ruiz. Again, improvement needed. Tackling, not bad. Aerial, also not bad. Although, Baker, 40% for Baker, actually, that's not too bad. He was out-muscled in the second half when he moved up front. Same with Thompson, 40%. So, again, that's about what you'd expect. And shooting, 33 and 66, which, again, improvement needed. And then analytical data. So, the average player position, that's going to be all over the place because of how we kept twiddling with the formation. So, don't look at that too much. Action zones. Is there a focus of attacks? Yeah, there is a focus of attacks. I'd rather look at that, to be honest. So which team are we? And also, why is there no arrows? Okay, this might be the realism skin that's causing this, in which case that's not very helpful. So action zones, 39% of our possession was in the middle third, 10% in their third, 8% in ours. There's room for improvement there too. There's a lot of room for improvement there. Oh, we got 2 shot maps for some reason. Oh, this is Dover's and that's ours. Right, okay. Expected goals. I'm not that bothered about expected goals, actually. Can I change this? Teams, not bothered about that. Players, not bothered about that. There's too much. Sometimes you can have too much data. Alrighty, so that does it for this stream, guys. Sorry it was a defeat. I'd have liked it to have been a victory, but still, there's always next week. So, speaking of next week, between now and next week, I'm going to play these friendlies. Chelsea United, Forest Row, 3 friendlies, sorry, and Indian Gymkhana Club. And then we've got our first league match, which is against Glen Sports, and that is going to be next week's stream. It's an away game. We're playing... Does it mention the stadium name? Don't think it does. But it's Hertfordshire Senior County League Premier Division. Try saying that when you've had too many to drink. And yeah, 7 subs named. That's awesome. I was hoping for that. I think there will become like a 2-season period where it'll only be 5 and then it'll go back to 7 again. But that's good to see. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you those who took part in the chat. It's always very much appreciated. And a big thank you to JX Rider and That Gaming Armadillo for the raid and the follow respectively. If you're watching this on playback and you haven't subscribed to the channel on YouTube, be sure to hit that big fat subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss the next stream. We go again indeed. That is exactly right. If you're watching this back on Twitch, then be sure to hit the follow button. You can also hit the subscribe button as well if you like. That is entirely up to you. What else? Comment down below. That's the other thing. If you're watching this back on YouTube, comment down below. Give me some ideas for tactics still. I'm kind of confident with tactics. I might have a little looky at the Steam Workshop and see if there's any tactics there that I can adapt that would apply to the team. I like to make my own, but I don't mind adapting some here and there every now and then. And besides that, I think that's everything. So yeah. Oh, hit the like button as well, of course, if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're excited about the series, if you're a player of Hatfield, if you're a staff member of Hatfield, if you're just born and raised in Hatfield, feel free to hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. And stay tuned for more Reddit posts from me in the future about this series and also the next stream and the highlights video, which will hopefully be going up on Tuesday, and the pre-recorded video, which will also be going up on Tuesday. Thank you guys once again for watching. Let me turn the music off. I think that does it. If not, I'll just hit that button. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon.